To move our meeting forward and to give other people the opportunity to have some time to speak with us and share some thoughts is table topics. It requires us to probably think fast on our feet. Oh, uh, we may not be on our feet. We may be on our bums. Oh, well, however, you're going to have to think fast no matter. And since my personal theme for this meeting is "Tis the Season," I have some questions that I'll take some volunteers for about "Tis the Season." The phrase "Tis the Season." Do you use it still or not? Explain why.
Well, thank you, Madam Table Topics Master and fellow Toastmasters. Do I still use the phrase "tis the season"? To be honest, I've only used that phrase if I was singing the song that the phrase went along with. Other than that, I've never used the phrase. I do feel though that as far as the thought and the feeling that "tis the season" gives you and that you give to others, that I have constantly used on a regular basis every Christmas. I've always been the type that I like to celebrate the holidays and be around loved ones during the holiday and to shower others that are less fortunate with things that they could not be able to get. So, have I used the phrase? No, but I think I have used what the phrase has meant to me personally every season. Madam Toastmaster or Madam Table Topics Master.
On the phrase "'Tis the season,"
Hoorah.
hoorah, is it used other times of the year? Your opinion.
Well, Madam Table Topics Master, well, thank you for that wonderful question. I don't see why it couldn't be used any time of the year. Because if it was summertime, it would be "'tis the season to get yourself wet." And if it's fall, it's "'tis the season to rake the leaves." And if it's snowing out time, it's time to "'tis the season to shovel that snow." So it's always the season. I think that's where we have a problem, and we're never happy with what season it is. It's always too hot or too cold or too this or too that. No, it's always perfect. It's how can you appreciate the cold if you never have any heat? How can you appreciate the heat if you don't have any cold? How can you have any one if you don't have the other? So you got to appreciate "'tis the season." It's always the season. Hopefully, unless you're croaked, and then you don't have a season. You're a perpetual season. You're a perpetual flower mound. God, I hope that was a minute.
Your question is, now that you have graciously accepted, is grammatically "'tis the season" correct? Why or why not?
Boy, am I glad the English teachers at White House Heritage are not members of this group this evening. I believe that technically "'tis the season" is correct because if it's written correctly, there is an apostrophe at the beginning, which tells us grammatically that something has been left out. Now, my English teacher friends, and I have several, would probably tell me that I am absolutely wrong in that assumption. But I also believe 'tis the season is a way that, and said that way, is a way that everyone understands. Because a number of years ago, you would have said that to lots and lots of people, and you might have wanted to say it grammatically correct, but because you had to say it so many times and so fast to keep up with all the hustle and bustle that you missed the first part. Madam Topic Master.
Thank you, Tom. That one could have been a hard question. However, according to my research, "'tis the season" is the conjunction of "it is the season." So that is why that is, yes, grammatically correct. However, we slaughter it in current English grammar by leaving the apostrophe out most of the time. And the saying goes all the way back to the mid-late 1800s, and it fell out of popularity for many, many years and then came back probably about 50 years ago. And yes, it pretty much started with the Christmas carol, "Deck the Halls." So there you go, a little bit of trivia, but a whole lot of information shared with each of us by answering these "'tis the season" table topic questions.